Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was an awesome game and is without a doubt one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time. The combat was fun, the story was engaging and rewarding to fans of the wider franchise, and of course it set up for a sequel very well. With that said, it wasn't without its issues. The biggest issues for me are the severe lack of side and end game content, and the linear levels that can often be tedious to travel back through. Jedi Survivor, however, is seemingly solving both of those problems, and I'm really excited to see that. How are Respawn actually doing this though, you might be asking? Well, as you know, IGN have been posting very regularly about Jedi Survivor during the month of February, and as such we've learnt a lot of new things, like for example the fact that Respawn have added a fast travel system. This means that we will no longer have to experience the pain of traversing all the way back to the Mantis from the deepest, darkest pockets of Zepho. Fast travel completely eliminates that chore, and I'm so glad that they've added it. Now, as good as fast travel is, the biggest thing for me without a doubt is the side content coming to the game. We don't currently have a huge amount of details surrounding side content just yet, and how much there will actually be to do, but we do currently know about Jedi meditation chambers and the combat rooms. Meditation chambers will test our puzzle solving skills in ancient Jedi locations where the Jedi of yesterday would test their force powers, just like Cal is doing in Jedi Survivor. In these meditation chambers we'll be rewarded with things like skill points for one of our 7 skill trees, data discs, perks and no doubt cosmetics and more, so it should feel very rewarding to complete a chamber. Now, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest puzzle person in the world, but whenever I do solve one I do feel very satisfied, so I'm praying Jedi Survivor makes me feel the same way with these. As for the combat rooms, this is probably what I'm most excited for about so far. We don't know much about them just yet, but they're seemingly small combat rooms like this one where we'll be able to fight several waves of enemies, a bit like the meditation combat challenges that they added into Fallen Order back in May 2020. Now, I really enjoyed those, so seeing them return in this way is something I'm very keen for. So the two big pieces of side content we know about so far tests our puzzle skills and combat skills. I'd love to see another piece of side content that tests our ability to traverse environments as well, so some kind of parkour challenges I think would be great. I really do hope that Jedi Survivor has tons of side content in it, and of course we will just have to wait and see, but so far it definitely sounds promising. My final big issue with Jedi Fallen Order was the lack of non-linear open worlds, and according to IGN and what they've played so far, that seems to no longer be an issue. IGN thus far played 4 hours on Kobo, which is the planet that we've seen an awful lot of, and then they spent an hour on some moon planet. The moon is said to be more linear than Kobo, and Kobo does have linear elements to it. However, it's said that once you reach the southern reach on Kobo, it opens up a lot more into different directions, each with different things going on, and that to me is really exciting. What it does sound like though is perhaps not every planet in the game will be open world like the southern reach of Kobo, which I suppose really isn't an issue for me, as long as we get more than one open planet to explore. I have no issues with some planets being completely linear as long as they have a couple of planets that have big open areas to explore. I think that would actually be a really nice mix and would complement both styles of level design, and therefore play into the hands of most players. Ultimately, it does sound like Jedi Survivor has taken huge amounts of lessons from Fallen Order and are applying those lessons correctly. But as always, we will just have to wait until the game releases to really find out for ourselves. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below though, guys. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.